Alright guys, it's been a while since I talked about wrestling, and let's go ahead and get into WrestleMania 42. And honestly, there's absolutely nothing exciting or to be hyped about this year's WrestleMania because of two common denominators. They're back in Las Vegas, where they drew the worst crowd last year, and the storylines and the build-up leading up to this year's WrestleMania have been all over the place, as these storylines that are presented to us as viewers and wrestling fans do not make any sense at all. After his retirement, AJ Styles literally went on social media and said that WrestleMania has lost its luster. And he is 100% right, considering the fact that it's now two nights compared to the traditional one Sunday night event format that they had before. And two-night WrestleManias have become overexhausting. And a lot of WWE fans can actually relate to this as well, as many fans are saying that they should just go back to the traditional one-night WrestleMania event like it once was before. When you look at the match cards for both night 1 and night 2, there's really nothing that has the wow factor in them. On record, there are about 4 matches between the two nights that could save the event from being a total bust. The rest of these matches, however, will have the feel of a weekly episodic wrestling show, as these matches are just filler matches or bathroom break matches, as those matches lacked a building storyline, and no one pretty much cares about these matches at all. Also, not every WWE wrestler deserves to headline WrestleMania, as some of these wrestlers who are headlining WrestleMania but haven't done much of anything to earn a spot at the grandest stage of them all kills the vibe of the entire event. Honestly, the only matches on both nights that are worth seeing are Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton for the undisputed title. Of course, the Jacob Fatu Drew McIntyre unsanctioned match will be a very good one. And Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar. I'm not pretty sure with the rest. These other matches will have to bring in their all to make WrestleMania advertised as it is as the grandest stage of them all in the biggest event in history of the WWE. But with the way Triple H handles booking, don't be surprised if half of these matches ended with the wrestler retaining or winning the title when they didn't do any much to earn it, or something stupid happens like interference as usual. This happened so often during the last few years at WrestleMania, and it's getting old by the minute. This is going to be short, so I'm going to go ahead and conclude by saying this. You can't turn crap into gold. And that's exactly how the WWE and Triple H and the production personnel of the company are trying to draw up this year's WrestleMania as must-see, when it really isn't. When Triple H went by the meaning of doubling it down, he means watering it down and booking WrestleMania 42 around his way of thinking. Like I said before, there's no essential hype for this year's WrestleMania at all. I mean, in reality, they were struggling to sell tickets for this year's WrestleMania in Las Vegas, as the prices are ridiculous and hardcore WWE fans are being priced out and won't have no other choice but to be at home from the comfort of their own couch where they can see and hear everything. Something that you really don't get when attending a WWE televised show or pay-per-view of that matter. I know because I've been to several WWE live events, and the feeling of it, realistically, it feels a little awkward because you can't hear the commentators or, the camera angles and everything like that. It kind of feels weird going to a live event as opposed to seeing it on TV. But that's a whole nother story. Let's just continue about this WrestleMania and how it's not really, might be a copycat of last year's WrestleMania. So let's continue on with that. Like I said before, only a few matches will make WrestleMania. The others will be throwaways like usual. All I can say is, great job by Hunter to produce another WrestleMania that looks like it's going to bomb yet again. Not to mention, this will also be the very first WrestleMania without John Cena or AJ Styles, as both of these guys retired, as John Cena is slated to come back to be the host of WrestleMania, and AJ Styles is being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. with that being said, this is going to be the conclusion of another wrestling edition of the Eli Speaks show. Let me know what you guys think about my take about WrestleMania 42. Are you guys hyped about WrestleMania 42 this year? Or do you guys think it's going to be the exact same thing like years past, or even like last year when they was in Vegas? It's going to be the one and the same. I've already said it. I haven't watched much of Raw or SmackDown leading up to WrestleMania. Because, honestly, as much as I get hyped up for WrestleMania for years, I'll always get hyped up for WrestleMania for years, but this year, it just feels a little different. There's no wow factor. There's no hype behind WrestleMania 42. Because nothing is there. Like AJ Styles said, WrestleMania has lost its luster. WrestleMania is not what it used to be. WrestleMania was for those that earn it. Not for those that say that, oh, I just want my WrestleMania moment, so I'm going to get it, even though if I didn't put the work to earn it. That's exactly how WrestleMania is now. And as always, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and thanks for listening.